A lovely and warm welcome to the news on Hope Channel Zambia, television that changes lives. Let's take a look at stories making headlines at this hour. Missing couple in Kasupe area found dead 30 meters away from their house. Over 30 families spending nights in the cold in Mumbwa district. Seychelles to employ about 25 medical doctors. A non-government organization in Eastern Province is set to train about 2,000 young people in Petauke as ambassadors of change. And in other news, an Adventist-owned Bethel University in Western Province has held successfully its second graduation. Details of these stories and more coming after this message.
My wife. Bumper harvest. Eh?
Daddy?
I'm telling you.
Your new fertilizer. Ni amen.
Eh?
Daddy,
tell you.
Hello? My instructions.
I went to ETG, and now we are enjoying the benefits of using a blended D-compound fertilizer as basil and Kynoplus as top-dressing fertilizer instead of urea that we used last year. Now look here. This year, it has given me 4 tons. 4 tons! But last year, it was only 1.8 tons. Kynoplus has given all my crops the nitrogen that I paid for. Wow. It has saved me money. Telling you.
Understanding the difference between soil and crop-specific fertilizers, therein lies strength for Kynoplus blended fertilizers. More value in a bag. Available in the ETG depots countrywide, with the network providing agronomy services to farmers across the country. Kynoplus. Enhanced efficiency through innovation. A product of ETG.
Thank you so much for joining us on the news desk. I'm Bright Singos, and on sign language we have George Kalimukwa. The details. A couple of Kasupe area in Lusaka West who were reportedly missing last week on Thursday have been found dead 30 meters away from their house in a decomposed state. Police have identified the couple suspected to have been murdered in unclear circumstances as female Walia Chileshe, 56, and male Bernard Chomba, 60 years old. A check by Hope News at the crime scene found scores of residents and relatives flocking to the house while police carried out investigations. Zambia Police Deputy Spokesperson Dan Mwale confirmed in a statement made available to Hope News that the couple had not been seen for the past 3 days and that their mobile numbers had just been ringing without a response. Mr. Mwale said during the inspection of the house, police found assorted household goods scattered in different rooms and also their motor vehicle, a Toyota Spatial registration number ADD 5815, silver in color, was missing. By broadcast time, post-mortem was said to be conducted and which was to be proceeded by burial at Mutumbi Cemetery. Esnat Sikaze was there and gives us details as follows.
They are lying lifelessly as this couple was murdered by unknown people in Kasupe area 30 meters away from their home. The couple has been identified as Walia Chileshe, aged 56, and Bernard Chomba, aged 60. According to residents here, the couple was reported missing 3 days ago. The neighbors have described the couple as a social and loving family. An assumption indicates that the couple could have been preparing a meal on their cooker during the time of the scene. While in the other rooms, their belongings were scattered and a motor vehicle is missing. Scores of residents, family and friends have gathered to mourn their beloved ones.
Ukuisafika pano twasanga mawindo yabiri yali open na grill door imo. So nomba na iwanati apa teti tutove iyo kuti tuingire pantwa madoze locked. Tuyefe ku polisi Sefo twaile ku Safari police station ku George ku Bobby Broom. Kuyafika kulya twachita report case ero bae bati awe imwe beneka byentwa mpera maka muyetoba ngamwatoba ero mubwere nati tati tukwanishe nanga twasange vintu navibipa you won't come back so ngani fiwe mushikwete twala mipera so fe bae bati okay bachita release moto so fe twaishe twabashita fiwe pa filling station twatampa nokulaisa na moto kaimbi aba ya tatu so kuisa fika pano twashinguluka tulelolesha pama window twasange vintu vili scattered all over ero batobere chimbicho twaishire nacho twaingira ma bedroom monse ma room yonse twasangire tamuli na ma bed yonse twale ine kusange vitumbi tamuli nomba chala bashanga so ilo tulefu manomba twaimina twalengera mu garage twasanga motoka imona abasene twaimina pa garage side twamona afye balunshero ba police officer baberata kanshika tushinguluke round kulya bale shinguluka fye panono wasanga na ma bodies na baposera kunse ya mashrubs kanshefyo twabasangire mukwaye.
On Monday I was trying to call her, the phone it was off. Again on Tuesday, I was trying to call her, same thing, the phone it was off. So same Tuesday morning, I came here, I was walking around to call. This is John. Answered the phone. Yes, I told my friend that no, let me go to police. And then we went to police. The police said no, that we can contact the relative. That's when I contacted the relative. They said that, oh, we are coming, just give us 30 minutes. Then after 2 hours, and then my phone just called me, where are you at? No, I'm at home, but no, your friend, she's no more. That was on Tuesday.
Community Development and Social Services Minister Doreen Mwamba has described her cousin's death as a mystery.
Today, we were alerted by the neighbors who were missing the couple. As you are aware, it is my sister with her beloved husband who have been brutally murdered by unknown people. And we suspect that they must have been murdered sometime on Sunday. They were last seen by neighbors on Sunday.
Ms. Mwamba was accompanied by Lusaka District Commissioner Rosa Zulu and Kasupe Councillor Chinoya Tungenengene.
And a lot of people are building within the same farm state, and the population is growing. So we need a police post and a lot of police patrols.
In Mary Immaculate Parish, Father Kasonde Musamba led the mourners into mass while waiting for police to conduct post-mortem. The couple will be buried today at Mutumbi Cemetery. Investigations have since been instituted by police. Esnat Sikazwe, Hope News, Lusaka.
Well, that's a development. We continue with the news. Now we head straight away to Mumba district, where over 30 houses of Mwanamango village in Mumba chiefdom of Mumba district in Central Province have had their roofs blown off by heavy rains, making affected families spend their nights in the cold. Mumba District Commissioner Namukolo Hayumbu, who visited the area to ascertain the extent of damage, has since called on the Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit, DMMU, and other stakeholders to come to the aid of the affected families. We have more in this report by Matthias Chewe.
Over 30 families of Mwanamango village in Mumba district of Central Province are spending their nights in the cold after their houses had their roofs blown off by heavy rains. The affected families talked to have narrated to the media on what has transpired.
Mvula nizinangena munyumba mwana ujamsika na wina ngwezanuza ati wa mami tenti tawile munyumba ya marata so na muzo natawe ona mvula ibwera tenti tawile munyumba ya mauzu so nendepa ninaingira munyumba ya mauzu weve nishwa bali mukanyumba kaja kama mauzu kenango muja nzopika nsiku So mae naona chimvula chabwera na mpamvu era chimpepo chenze chikuru. Kuti nichoke nezemirishe padosi na nkale. Ningo kamba mulungu wanga nisonjera. Nibweni angane kupeza ija nyumba inango one side marata vumbuka.
Chamba kupushinga uku. Kaiti na ikavi mitengo na visimbi kuti vura usati marata usati aende. So manje ndiye kuyamba kuchita chinamba chimpepo hapa konsa oneka madoti chabe tengo chita chabe mkichi. Na chija chinyumba manje tachita uku. Naika cement uku, mnali cement 6 bag. So 3 bag nionaka.
Waumogu jindiji onto kwa kuhanda ari mungando. Ya ho kumasenge. Ati kuya tu onse masenga awonga. Ndavari. Mwana walo wakali munganda walo wakalubana. Instead utabole mukankuta keso. Kabali kakuyuba kuli baneba kuya mwana musango. Oyo musimbi walimo mwimenda kaya mukankuta mu. Mutakayuba. Alo jindiji onto ayalo ilia mukakazwida bo ulia ayalo ulia ya mukamasenke onse. Yaonka yakuita bo.
Other victims have made their plea to the government for assistance.
Oyo muoyo waro wanyonyona manda manji mumwezi muno. Bantu basoegerwa into injanji, imbuto, mapoga agurya. Abobo twali kulomba kukurumende wamba kuti bantu basoegerwa into bajaneko rugwayo. Kunyina kunga bajana mbuto ajagurya.
Meanwhile, Mumbo District Commissioner Namkulo Hayumbu, who rushed to the area, has made a word of assurance to the affected families.
As a government, we are assuring the people of Monamango area that we'll get in touch with DMMU, and from here we are going to report to DMMU so that they can move in and help our people. We are going to coordinate through our district. We also are going to engage the provincial secretary, the provincial minister, and our provincial coordinator for DMMU. We are going to put our heads together and see the way forward in helping the affected families.
Matthias Chewe, Hope News, Mumboa.
In a related matter, pupils at Mwanza Day Secondary School in Lusangazi district of Eastern Province have appealed to government to quickly rehabilitate a school which has been blown off by a heavy downpour of rains recently. The rains also destroyed the school head teacher's office, where goods with thousands of kwacha were destroyed. And Musanzala area Member of Parliament Elias Daka, who visited the school to ascertain the extent of the damage, has assured the school administration of quick response from his office. Sambo David gives us details in this report.
Pupils at Mwanza Day Secondary School have appealed to government to quickly rehabilitate a classroom block whose roof was blown off following heavy downpour the area experienced on Sunday afternoon.
My exams are supposed to remember by next week. This week I managed to remember my exams. So office yaba head mumangala papers monse munana na moja tilibe kuti ngafaka mapazoro vana va school so venango vapunzirira panza
Musanzala Member of Parliament Elias Daka has visited the school to ascertain the extent of the damage and has assured the school administration of quick response from his office.
Okay, no, it's a sad story, as we've all seen, that our learners are now learning from under the tree. Others, they are in a blown off roof without roof. And it's a sad story. But after inspecting it, the assurance is that we are going to work on this school and taking advantage that even before this blown off roof, we have allocated here a 1x3 classroom block. So we take advantage of the situation which is here. We are going to make sure that we rehabilitate the same school so that our learners, we don't have these challenges again.
Mwanza Day Secondary School teacher Esnat Zulu had this to say.
I'd like to report over a 1x3 classroom block was blown off yesterday by the heavy rains. The rains left a lot of damage, such that the office, everything that was there was completely damaged due to heavy rains and the winds. Apart from that, our girls' dormitory was also affected. It was blown off by the heavy rains. Because of that, we have nowhere to operate from. Exams are coming tomorrow. We expect the exam to be here by tomorrow, 14 hours, and we have nowhere to pack the exams, where to store the exams. It's a big challenge now at Mwanza.
The Msanzara lawmaker has also visited Chikuse Primary and Mondide secondary schools, which have similar challenges as a result of heavy rains. Meanwhile, the Member of Parliament inspected some construction works of 1x3 classroom block at Karumbi Primary School.
This is our project for 2022 CDF project. This is the 1x3 classroom block. As you are aware, here we had the challenge of classroom space. Due to this free education, our people are very congested, so we thought of putting a 1x3 classroom block here. So we have come to inspect and to see the project, the progress. It is progressing well, and we hope it will be actualized soon.
Very much grateful as a school. We had a challenge when children reached grade 5. They were coming in the afternoon, which made the 3/4 of the pupils to drop out. And this time around, we are very much hopeful to say, come 2024, we'll have pupils coming in the morning from grade 5 up to 6, which will boost even our enrollment in the upper sector.
The rains have also destroyed several houses, leaving families on cold. Sambo David, Petauke, Eastern Province.
The Republic of Seychelles is set to employ over 25 Zambian doctors of diverse medical specialization in that country. Seychelles Ambassador to Zambia, Jumiu Bert, confirmed the development when he paid a courtesy call on the Minister of Health, Sylvia Masebo. The visibly enthralled Health Minister, Masebo, expressed happiness with the development and said Zambia and Seychelles will continue to enjoy bilateral ties to improve the lives of the citizens in the two countries. According to the Seychelles Ambassador to Zambia, his country has employed about 1,000 Zambians, majority of whom are employed in the education sector.
With only a population of over 100,000 people, the Republic of Seychelles has seen the need to tap expertise in the people of Zambia. Seychelles is set to recruit over 25 Zambian medical doctors to work in their country. And Minister of Health, Honorable Sylvia Masebo, is pleased that the government of Seychelles has the desire to work with the Zambian people.
I take note that the purpose of your visit is to discuss the recruitment of Zambian doctors to the Seychelles, and therefore it's an interesting subject matter, and we are happy that Seychelles found it necessary and befitting that in this part of the region that you could extend this request to Zambia. This is the kind of discussion that would require us to not only sit with the Ministry of Health, although we are the holding ministry, but we have associations that deal with doctors, the Medical Association of Zambia. We also have statutory bodies that are responsible for the registration and the practice of doctors, and that is the Health Professionals Council of Zambia. And these are the kind of technical, what I call technical organs of government of this ministry that would really have to sit down with you and look at the details and also understand the details of your desire or request to consider Zambian doctors to work in the Seychelles.
Seychelles representative to Zambia, Jamil Bat, says the country is hoping to, in the later period to come, deploy more Zambian doctors to work in the diaspora.
I have taken the liberty of preparing this for you. So it is for now 25 specialists that are required. But you know, with as with teachers, we started initially with lower numbers and we ramped them up to the numbers that they are today. So certainly we see this as a first step.
Mr. Jamil Bat further said Seychelles leans on Zambia because of the level of professionalism it has shown across various fields.
Our needs are not large, but they are very significant. Indeed, Honourable Minister, we do lean on Zambia more now than ever before because of the level of professionalism that your country has managed to demonstrate to Zambians indeed, for the region and for the world to see. And we take note of that. We do have choices that we could make regarding recruitment in other countries, but Zambia is more than ready to be able to claim that they are a force to reckon with in all sectors of healthcare, education, tourism, and everything else. And we are very much appreciative of you giving us the opportunity to be able to recruit from your great country.
Currently, about 1,000 Zambians are working in the Seychelles, with the majority in the education sector. Mwenemianga, Hope News, Lusaka.
You're watching the news on Hope Channel Zambia, and you're catching us live and direct on Top Star Channel number 450, the movie bouquet on channel number 26, while our live stream both on Facebook and YouTube, handle being Hope Channel Zambia. Just now, let's take a break. More stories still to come on the other side. Don't go away.
Are you looking for a place that offers medical vitals checkup and counseling? Then look no further. Happy Family and Life Care Center has you covered. We offer lifestyle services that will help you prevent diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, and stroke, among others, with an added twist of aerobic exercises to help you keep healthy and happy. So what are you waiting for? Call us now on 0976 646174 for registration, or come through to our offices at Charleston Seventh-day Adventist Academy along Charleston Market Street. Hurry, while slots are available. Are you looking for information on marriage or tips on how to enjoy your marriage? Then look no further. ZAP has exactly what you need. We have a book that is just right for you.
The book, Enjoy Your Marriage, is written with an African touch to give you what is expected of an African marriage. You know, marriage can only be enjoyed according to a given environment. So the book, Enjoy Your Marriage, covers a lot of topics that meet the Zambian consumer, that meets the African marriage. It talks about pillars in marriage. What is important to do as you choose your marriage partner. In this book, you are going to discover the common challenges that a couple goes through. It will help you to resolve marriage conflicts in a smart way. The same book gives you some concepts, some practical steps that you need to undertake in order to resolve marriage conflicts in a smart way. In this book, you are going to discover how to manage your life in the bedroom as a couple.
So come through to our offices for our limited copies of Enjoy Your Marriage for you and your loved ones at only 150 kwacha each, or call 0978 447469 to get your copy. Hurry while stock lasts.
My wife, bumper harvest. Eh?
Daddy?
I'm telling you.
Your new fertilizer. Niamini.
Eh?
Iye daddy
Tell you.
Hello. My instructions. Maya kunka bwino mwamene.
I went to ETG, and now we are enjoying the benefits of using a blended D-compound fertilizer as basil and Kynoplast as top-dressing fertilizer instead of urea that we used last year. Now look here. This year, it has given me 4 tons. 4 tons! But last year, it was only 1.8 tons. Kynoplast has given all my crops the nitrogen that I paid for. Wow. It has saved me money. Telling you.
Understanding the difference between soil and crop-specific fertilizers, therein lies strength for Kynoplast blended fertilizers. More value in a bag. Available in the ETG depots countrywide, with a network providing agronomy services to farmers across the country. Kynoplast. Enhanced efficiency through innovation. A product of ETG.
My wife, bumper harvest. Eh?
Daddy?
I'm telling you.
Your new fertilizer. Niamini.
Eh?
Iye daddy
Tell you.
Hello. My instructions. Maya kunka bwino mwamene.
I went to ETG, and now we are enjoying the benefits of using a blended D-compound fertilizer as basil and Kynoplast as top-dressing fertilizer instead of urea that we used last year. Now look here. This year, it has given me 4 tons. 4 tons! But last year, it was only 1.8 tons. Kynoplast has given all my crops the nitrogen that I paid for. Wow. It has saved me money. Telling you.
Understanding the difference between soil and crop-specific fertilizers, therein lies strength for Kynoplast blended fertilizers. More value in a bag. Available in the ETG depots countrywide, with a network providing agronomy services to farmers across the country. Kynoplast. Enhanced efficiency through innovation. A product of ETG.
Are you looking for a place that offers medical vitals checkup and counseling? Then look no further. Happy Family and Life Care Center has you covered. We offer lifestyle services that will help you prevent diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, and stroke, among others, with an added twist of aerobic exercises to help you keep healthy and happy. So what are you waiting for? Call us now on 0976 646174 for registration, or come through to our offices at Charleston Seventh-day Adventist Academy along Charleston Market Street. Hurry while slots are available.
Seventh-day Adventists are wonderful people living with the blessed hope of the second coming of Jesus as King of the universe. The great desire of the church is to reach the world for Jesus and witness about his love and salvation for mankind. The just ended General Conference session retaliated this unique mandate of mission to the world through the strategic plan that continues to hover upon each member's commitment to service by saying, "I will go." As we join hands together, we can also say, "We will go together." In his presidential message to all readers of the Southern Star, Dr. Vani Munyumbwe appeals that we all need to embrace the current renewed emphasis on total member involvement as a call to every member and level of the church to find ways of putting every hand to the gospel plow and set many souls to work.
among many other interesting articles and highlights of God's marvelous acts covered in this edition of the Southern Star, you will find the vision statement of the newly elected Southern African Indian Ocean Division President's message, so meaningful and timely as he talks about the deliberate approach to territorial realignment, unity of purpose, stewardship emphasis, and evangelism as the main mission of the change. There you are. Feel free to get yourself an electronic copy of the magazine today by simply sending a WhatsApp message of request to 0979 624 559. Southern Star, sounding the gospel message.
Thank you so much for still staying with us. And now for the rest of the news. A local organization concerned with young people's affairs in Eastern Province which is called Young Happy Health and Safe, is targeting to train about 2,000 young people in matters relating to HIV/AIDS, early marriage, as well as teenage pregnancies in Petauke district of Eastern Province, and this organization says should be done by December 2022. The ongoing project is aimed at imparting skills in young men and women who will also train their fellow teens about the dangers of early marriages, pregnancies, and HIV/AIDS. Organization Executive Director Zikalo Piri says Petauke district is among the districts in Zambia with the highest number of early marriages and teen pregnancies, and has recorded an increase in HIV and AIDS cases among young people. Mr. Piri says his organization will not only look at issues of HIV and AIDS, but also gender-based violence, which is rampant in the area.
I think statistics also show from the concerned institutions in terms of the rise of the teen pregnancies, child marriages. We also actually get that is pointing to raising number of adolescents and young people getting infected with HIV. And so in this project in Petauke, we are targeting the 10 to 19 years olds. So 10 to 19 years old, adolescents and young people. And then the title of the project in Petauke, it's adolescents and young people on the move to fight against HIV infection through access to sexual reproductive health rights services. And so we are training them. Initially now we've started with the 6 health facilities and also 6 schools. And so come next year, we'll actually scale up to more schools and health facilities. And so the adolescents and young people that we have here, we are actually training them. We are capacitating them. So they are actually being trained as the change agents, so the agents of change. Between now and December, we have a target of 2,000 to reach the 10 to 19 years. And so we'd like to see that these are the actually front soldiers, and they belong to the same communities. It means they know the communities very well. So it will be very easy for them to penetrate and actually provide them information. So at the end of
kopitamo kupunziza kuja ayasu utima ukwati amsanga ndiyoipa kapena mamimba ya msanga ndiyoipa ngati kuli pa skulu ngaine ni pa skulu natenga mimba nizaimirira skulu ndinganatenga matenda nizafa mwa msanga inkesi kwa matenga jamne natenga
Zambia numbers zita increase ama teenage pregnancies America. So kaenda kumanyumba huko tafunika tukawaga adolescents and that kama teenagers and that janamba ibolele.
The Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development has begun the process of reviewing Constituency Development Funds (CDF) implementation in Lusaka. Local Government and Rural Development Permanent Secretary for Technical Services, Nicholas Piri, speaking during a non-state dialogue meeting at Pamodzi Hotel in Lusaka today, said his ministry is ready to work with all concerned stakeholders to effectively work on the challenges CDF implementation is facing, first in the last 10 months. The PS has called also on CDF committees to partner with the Ministry of Local Government and work on challenges as a united team if the process is to improve next year.
I wish to assure you that my ministry stands ready to engage non-state actors like yourselves from time to time in order to share our challenges, achievements, and opportunities for the betterment of our people. Ladies and gentlemen, we are assembled here today for two main reasons. Firstly, is to review the implementation of the CDF over the past 10 months so as to appreciate the achievements, the challenges, and also opportunities that exist in order to better future implementation, particularly in the year 2023. And we said to better it because we are going to hear from the wider community, but also specifically from the perspective of the youth and the perspective of the women who have been categorically highlighted as a target group in our CDF program. Secondly, we are here to look at how government, civil society, and cooperative partners can work together to enhance the implementation of the CDF through collaborative efforts. Civil society and government and cooperative partners have a shared vision, a shared goal, and that is to better the socio-economic well-being of our people. And that is a goal that should gel us together and work as one unit, though from different contexts.
Now, Health Minister Sylvia Masewo has expressed concern with the abuse of antimicrobial drugs in the country. She said the inappropriate usage of antimicrobials medicines used to fight bacteria and viruses that cause common diseases has led to antimicrobial resistance, which is a condition that makes bacteria and viruses not to respond to treatment in humans and animals. The minister said drug resistance has become a challenge in the country and world over, saying it is raising the spread of diseases rather than fighting the diseases. The minister has since urged the public to desist from the habit of self-prescription of drugs. She was speaking in the ongoing Awareness Week on antimicrobial resistance.
And a major public health threat affecting human and animal health as well as the environment. This drug resistance develops when germs cease to respond to medicines which ideally are used to treat such diseases. This situation makes treating illnesses more difficult and raising the risk of disease spread, serious illness, and death. Therefore, this resistance will degrade our ability to fight infections. This resistance threatens to take us back to a period when we had no drugs to treat germs. So meaning that ngati vakupasani mankhwala, the doctor muzana ati mankhwala nyakuma for 5 days or for 3 days, follow the instructions. Also ankala na mankala manesi kunyumba kwano, mankala ma doctors. You even start telling your daughter, yeah, tengako mankhwala. That's why you are finding that the death rate in Zambia currently is very high. People are dying when they get sick, even for sicknesses where you're not supposed to die. It is partly because of the wrong usage of drugs. So let us use drugs correctly according to the instructions of the experts. Stop making yourselves nurses, turning yourselves into nurses, turning yourselves into doctors, just because you know a disease and you think, no, me, I've always been having BP. So manje niziva nikadwala BP, nitenga mankwala, so and so. These things mankwala achinjaka.
So I would urge all practitioners, particularly pharmacists, if they are carrying out their role in pharmacies, to ensure that they practice according to the ethics or according to what is expected of them, to ensure that they are part and parcel of the solution in terms of curbing the issue of resistance. Just to also indicate that it's a cost to government if we have a lot of these drugs not working. So what simply means that the newer drugs that are able to target those germs are quite expensive. So meaning that they have an impact on the budget for the government. Speaking to expired medicines, it's only the manufacturer that is able to assign expiry dates to medicines. So once a drug is expired, it's not encouraged to have those medicines that are expired to be taken. You will lead to a situation that we are talking about in terms of resistance to those medications by the germs that are in someone's body. So it's not encouraged, even if there's a saying to say even after 3-4 months it may work, but you're not guaranteed that that drug will be safe for you to take.
And finally, in our news, let's head to Western Province, where the Adventist Church-run university in Western Province, Bethel University, last Friday held its second graduation in Mongo District. The West Zambia field-operated university graduated 50 students in various fields aimed at raising resilience among graduates and leveraging sustainable socio-economic growth. Delivering a homily during the graduation, Hope Channel Zambia director, who also is Voice of Prophets speaker, Dr. Chiwena Kabanje, urged graduates never to lose hope and their spiritual connection with God even after leaving school. Graduating students expressed joy after a successive study at the university. Mubiana Mbangweta and Joseph Mubita, who graduated with diplomas, thanked the university for a chance to study at Bethel University.
Of the team-leading graduates.
Heavy as it is, when the man of God put his hand at a place of loss, he defied the gravitational pull. The ox head started swimming up. It floated. I thought you would say amen. When your Elisha, when your VC discovers or hears the cry for help, I am losing it. I am losing my hold on God. Help me before I graduate. He should come and say, where did you lose your connectedness to the divine? He should put his hand there so that whatever you have lost, it shall be recovered. I sit down by saying, no one should graduate here experiencing some spiritual loss. You can't lose your spirituality in the presence of these men that are seated in front of you. Cry to the Lord. Tell them, I lost my What shall I do if the leadership of the campus is connected to the divine? They will offer the spiritual support, the prayer of recovery, the prayer of divine reconnection. Refuse to graduate today without being restored to the Lord. The acts that you have lost, it can be recovered, but you can't do it alone. You need to work in tandem with faculty. God bless.
How I feel, honestly, I feel happy and honored to graduate finally and join my colleagues in this field teaching. We hope and pray that in the next recruitment, we'll also be recruited and join this noble service to offer a service to my country so that in it we can get some few things to also understand and learn from others that are already in the field. Otherwise, I feel honored and grateful to the institution itself for having given me an opportunity to study and obviously do what I've so far managed to do. Thank you.
I was at Bethel University. I've been a student there, and it has been such a wonderful experience to be at this university because of the program that is offered. And so far I've enjoyed, and now today, as you can see, it is our graduation ceremony, and on such an occasion it is very important for one to be very happy because of the achievement that I've made. I'm one of those people who are very happy. I don't even have words to express my happiness. It's a wonderful experience to graduate so far at Bethel University, and I'm inviting those who are out there to come and study at Bethel University so that you can also be able to experience the joy that I'm experiencing today as I'm graduating. And my next plans are to move on in the future as we are moving into looking for employment. We hope that the UPND government shall give us employment so that we can show out there what we have learned at Bethel University. Otherwise, it has been a great experience. It is a good thing to be a graduate. Thank you.
Well, exciting to see the growth of Bethel University, which is fully operated by the Adventist Church. That item brings us to the end of the news. But before I go, let's recap on stories that made headlines. Missing couple in Kasupe of Lusaka West found dead 30 meters away from their house. Over 30 families are spending their nights in the cold after their houses blew off in Mumbwa district of Central Province. Seychelles is planning to employ about 25 medical doctors from Zambia. A non-governmental organization in Eastern Province is set to train about 2,000 young people on health matters relating to HIV and AIDS, and also issues concerning early marriages and early pregnancies. And an Adventist-owned Bethel University in Western Province, operated by West Zambia Field, has successfully held its second graduation. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Bright Sinkozi, and on sign language, we have George Kalimukwa. Many thanks to the production team and our correspondents across the country. It's God bless and bye for now.